Good morning, Hoosiers. Welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club. I'm Julianna Mary.
And I'm Michael Skiles. We've got all your must-know headlines and your entertainment gossip for the week, so grab your cup of coffee and enjoy.
And stay tuned for our exclusive interview with the President and Director of Curation for TedxIU.
Stick around, Hoosiers. It's going to be a great morning.
The headlines you need to know before you start your day. This is your morning wake-up call.
Haiti's economy is struggling amidst a spike in deadly protests causing an increase in inflation and shortages.
Thousands of demonstrators in Iraq are protesting the poor public services, governmental corruption, and unemployment.
7 have been killed in a crash of a B-17 bomber at Bradley Airport in Connecticut.
The Bloomington City Council has voted to declare that the second Monday of October will celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day in Bloomington, Indiana. This week, we have a very special episode of Jack on the Street. Our correspondents Jack Bassett and Michael Skiles dressed up in their best costumes and hit the streets of Comic-Con. Let's take a look.
Ahoy! We're here at the Indiana Toy and Comic Expo in Bloomington.
And I'm Steve Harrington, but actually I'm Nathan Previs, and I'm just excited to be here and see everyone's costumes.
Well, this is embarrassing. I'm Steve Harrington as well, and I'm actually Jack Bassett. I'm very excited to be here to get my nerd on.
Well, I'm not Steve, I'm actually Robin, but I'm really Michael Skiles, but I'm really excited to see all these cool costumes and toys here at the expo, so let's head on in. We're here at Comic-Con with Dr. Strange out here. After the events of Endgame, how are you coming back into society?
A lot of therapy. Thankfully, Tony Stark actually did leave a trust fund for us Avengers to provide us with free healthcare, so that's good. Although I don't like to do therapy on myself, it just feels too weird. So
yeah, you got a horror movie coming up, right? It's going to be Marvel's first horror movie, I think. Is that going to be a little terrifying? Do you need therapy for that one?
I believe I will, but they do say, well, it's not a Thursday without some kind of tentacle monster, so...
Fair enough. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'm here with the Joker. Are you doing any explosions today or anything bad? You're a scary man, aren't you?
Okay, so we are here with Pixel Dan. He's a big YouTuber. He's got loads of subs. How are you enjoying Bloomington's Comic-Con right now?
I love it. I've actually come to the show several times now, several years, and I think this is so much fun. There's a lot going on here. I think it's great.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
So you got a booth set up here. What's going on here?
I do. So yeah, I always bring extra stuff to this show. That's one of the things I like about this place. I have a lot of toys. So this is a great place for me to come and kind of unload some of that while also meeting a lot of people who enjoy my content. So it's a dual purpose booth here.
Yeah.
I'm here with the iHeart team here. Can you explain what you're doing at Comic-Con?
Making a beautiful mess. But we do this show every year. We're here Bloomington local, so we take this opportunity to come in here and say, here's original art made right here in your own town. But really, I'm just here hawking my wares so it gets out of my house.
Well, can you explain some of your wear? I love those shoes you got up there.
So everything is handmade by me. The shoes are a really good starting point. I'm inspired a lot by sneaker culture. I worked at Nike for a long time, so really it's my story. That's really what it comes down to, is this is how I tell my story. It's not just pieces, but it's me.
We are here with the Star Wars crew. How are you guys doing today? Very good. Very good? How are you?
Good.
So your guys' costumes are amazing. Did you guys
love
buy
it.
these or did you guys make these yourselves? How did you guys get these?
Technically, we built them all because we're part of a worldwide club, so we can buy different parts through our club. But for the most part, most of us have either sewn or built and created a lot of it.
How about you? What went into your costume?
So the plastic parts, what somebody will do, they'll use a vacuum foam table to actually fit and pull the armor, and then you can buy the armor, but then you have to modify the heck out of it to fit you to make it easier to wear.
I bet, yeah.
How are the rebels doing right now?
Who cares how the rebels are doing? Rebels are scum, terrorists, and traitors and need to be eradicated from the face of the planet.
I agree. Where can I sign up to join your cause?
You can sign up at 501st.com, or locally you can sign up at bloodthingarrison.com.
Wow.
And you can join the Empire.
I didn't actually think I could join. Wow. Pretty good enlistment process. That's awesome.
Well, thank you.
We have an exclusive interview with R2-D2 right now. R2, how are you doing today? Oh my gosh. Thank you. So we found another Robin here. Robin, how are you doing today?
Not so well. I mean, I've been beat up. I threw up in the bathroom. I mean, what else can I say? You know, it's been one of those days.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. We're kind of wearing the same thing. It's
Oh, I think you look a little bit more sexier in it than I do.
I think he fills it out a little more.
Yeah,
you know?
right?
Yeah,
it's a little tight, but hey, it works.
We got Lydia here from Beetlejuice. How you doing today?
Good.
And is this your first kind of Comic-Con-ish event?
This is like my fourth. Yeah, around my fourth.
Fourth? Yeah. Are you excited for Beetlejuice 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I am too. So, what do you usually go as to like Comic-Con events?
Well, this is my second time as Leah, but I usually go as a female character from like horror movies because I'm very into horror.
Yeah.
And like villains and stuff. So mainly like villains.
Lydia's not a villain though.
Yeah. The only villain I haven't done really.
And where did you get this costume?
My friend gave it to me, and then I styled the wig and did makeup and everything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Thank
Yours
you.
is like one of the most like coolest costumes here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're here with Bendy. Okay, are you a big fan of the Bendy game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? What made you decide to dress as Bendy today? Well, it's a really cool outfit. It's pretty awesome. You're looking really, really cool. So that's really cool.
I'm here with Edward Scissorhands, and you look very sharp today. You're scaring me. Thank you. Well, that concludes our day here at the Indiana Toy and Comic Expo. I had a great time. We saw some great costumes, and I can't wait to come back again next year.
Yeah, I was really excited. I thought it was really cool to see how many homemade costumes there are. People don't just go to the store and buy all these costumes. They put time and work into it. It was really cool to see it.
Yeah, and there's so many people from all different ages. There's little kids, elders, adults. It was just really cool to see everyone come together and really appreciate all the art and creativity that comes with this event.
Yeah, so we wish you all to come out in the future and get your nerd on. So for the Bloomington Breakfast Club, I'm Jack.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And we want to wish you all a very Scoops Ahoy day.
All the latest in pop culture news, here are your completely necessary, unnecessary updates. And of course, it wouldn't be the unnecessary updates without Asher Michelson, our pop culture expert, joining us at the chairs.
Hey, Jules. Hey, Michael.
Thanks for being here,
Thanks for
Asher.
coming through. So the first thing we have today is Demi Lovato. She's had a little bit of a rocky past, but now she's just been baptized in the Jordan River in Israel. How about
Which
that?
is awesome, which is just so inspirational. I feel like she's really getting in touch with her spiritual side, and after all that
Honestly.
she's been through, it just seems like she's in a much better place.
That's where Jesus was baptized, right?
Yes,
Is that
it
correct?
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So-
no clue I'm Jewish.
Oh.
But
There's so much like historical significance to it, though.
I mean, good for her. I feel so bad for her because it just kind of feels like she's taking that Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan plunge.
Oh.
I just want her to make a comeback really badly. Maybe this baptization is that, I don't know if that's how you say it.
Maybe it's a turning
but
point, right?
I hope. I hope.
We can hope, yeah.
It could be, and also, I know it's been rumored at least that she's dating Mike from The Bachelor. So I mean, he was like my favorite all along. So I can't say I'm not happy for her, but
I don't think she needs to be dating right now. I think she really needs to focus on herself and just her health and being drug-free and being good.
That's a
we'll
good
see
point.
if the rumors are even true. Like, who even knows? But
Yeah.
the next story that we found is that Will Smith launched a clothing line inspired by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There are like T-shirts, cropped hoodies, a reversible jacket. So how do we feel about this? It all like is just very themed around the show. So
Yeah, I love the Fresh Prince. You know, watching it was just awesome. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a really great show. You know, and the style has always been such a huge part of the show, especially particularly Will Smith's style.
Right.
And it kind of really sort of is just, it's amazing. You know, it's really cool. It's great looking and it's out there. It's unique, you know.
The colors look really, really sick.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a way of trying to kind of revamp the show and kind of make it more relevant. I feel like it has kind of been out of the news a lot lately, but hopefully this is a way to get some more popularity to it.
Especially because everyone loves like a little comeback vintage moment.
Yes.
Would it be considered
definitely
vintage now?
a vintage moment. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of vintage.
I guess.
It is pretty, yeah. So I don't know if you guys are Coke or Pepsi fans. Okay. What?
Coke.
Coke?
I don't drink soda.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a
I'm
Coke
weird.
fan, and Coca-Cola Energy is going to be coming to the U.S. next year, which is basically Coca-Cola's spin on their energy drink. There's going to be the original flavor, the cherry flavor. There's going to be zero sugar for anybody who's out there dieting. I think it sounds pretty good.
I
love
am
caffeine.
so confused because is Coca-Cola not like normal
Already an energy
Coke?
drink?
Isn't it just an energy drink anyway? Like it has caffeine
A
in
lot
it.
of caffeine in it, a lot of sugar in it.
Why
but,
do they need an energy drink?
You know,
I was in
it's
the
not
UK this
Monster.
summer and they had like Coke Energy and they were like passing out. I gave it a taste. It was kind of disgusting, not gonna
Was it
lie.
really?
But like I looked at like the back and it like had like more caffeine than like a Red Bull. So
Okay. Well,
I
there
don't
you go.
know. It's
I'm
like
in.
an energy drink times like 7 now.
Well, it is midterm season, so like maybe I would try it, but I'm probably just gonna stick to coffee.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Fair
But
point.
next news is that Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin had a secret wedding. And like literally 2 months after getting engaged. So apparently they're planning a religious ceremony and celebration with friends and family, but now they're like already married.
Yeah.
I feel robbed. I feel robbed of a wedding.
Why?
I wanted to see like the whole dress, like I needed the, you know, cover of every magazine to be her, and we just didn't get that. But I'm happy for them. But
I'm kind of okay with it. I feel like they had their little private moment. I think that's kind of special. I don't know.
okay,
It's like a bit more romantic
fine.
that way.
We'll let them have their romantic moment, but
See, I still thought he was single, so this was a huge surprise to me. I
Yeah.
had no idea that, but you know, good for them. They look happy together. I heard that their ship
Yeah.
name is Jaylee, which is really cool. I thought
That's
that was
really
kind
great.
of interesting.
Amazing.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
So,
Asher, what did you have for us?
So this week, a woman hopped up on the Chanel runway in Paris Fashion Week and walked with the models during the French house's latest collection. So Gigi Hadid stepped out and helped her get off the runway, maybe a little bit forcefully.
that's one
That
way to get a
is
new job.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the woman was wearing the collection, but she wasn't
Wow.
supposed to be in the runway.
That's so bold.
Oh.
Honestly, I can't say that I really blame her.
The woman was identified as a French YouTuber for.
And that's why.
Oh,
Imagine
so
the
she did
thumbnail
it for
for
the
that.
clout. She definitely did it for the clout
Oh,
then.
she did. That's gonna get a lot of views.
I just think it's so disrespectful to the designers, to the models, to the art of it all. I just think that fashion is like a really important thing in my life. So and I just think it makes it kind of like a joke in their eyes. I don't know.
I'm also kind of wondering, like, why did Gigi Hadid have to like step in? Like, do they not have security?
Out
In
of
the
all
video,
the
you
people,
can,
Like, why did she?
yeah, had to be Gigi
Why was it
Hadid.
like, yes, like Gigi, you go get her?
I don't know why there was
Honestly.
no security at this event, but
I don't know. Well, seems a little fishy to me,
Or will
but
be now.
our correspondent, Asher Michelson, hit the streets of Bloomington to find out what the Bloomington community thinks of these updates. Let's take a look.
Hey Hoosiers, TBBC correspondent Asher Michelson here, back for another episode of Asher Asks. We got some cool stuff to talk about today. Let's go see what some people think. So, on a Chanel runway, a woman just hopped up on the runway and started walking, and they had Gigi Hadid go and take her off. Why do you think they sent Gigi Hadid and not security guards?
I don't know who Gigi Hadid is.
Why do you think they sent Gigi?
Is that for real?
Yes.
I don't know, because Gigi ain't got no weight to her. Gigi's not gonna scare me.
Why do you think they sent like Gigi and not security?
Passion? Passion.
Passion.
Yeah, passion.
Cost?
Cost.
Not publicity. Not publicity.
Bella, maybe. Gigi is soft.
When the YouTuber popped up, Gigi just kind of like was already like in that line, so she just grabbed her and pushed her, and then the YouTuber said that Gigi like assaulted her, but I didn't think it was assault.
Demi Lovato, we know that she's been going through a struggle recently. She just got baptized in the Jordan River. She says that she's going on a new religious and spiritual journey. Do you think that this is a good part in her on her road to recovery?
Yeah, good for her.
I didn't notice her in the Jordan River. Oh, not that Jordan River.
I really think that as someone recovers from something like she has gone through, trying to get in touch with their spiritual side is important. So I think that what she's doing can be beneficial to her.
Also in the news, Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber just got married in South Carolina in a very nice, quiet, not public setting. But people are kind of upset because they wanted a nice public wedding. Are we upset about this?
No.
Why are we not upset?
I don't care that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pass classes right now. I don't care much about Justin Bieber.
So Hoosiers, no one really cares about Justin and Hailey's wedding. People are really happy for Demi Lovato and they shouldn't be criticizing her so much. And people think that Gigi Hadid, it was both a stunt but also good for her and a power move. In other news, this is Asher Michelson with your Asher Asks. Back to you guys.
Today we are joined in the studio by the president and director of curation for TedxIU, Lakshmi Palde and Alex Athanasiou. Welcome to the studio, guys. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for coming,
Of course,
guys.
yeah.
It's really cool. So you guys are involved in TEDx here at Indiana University. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so TEDx is a student-run organization. We're licensed by the official TEDx organization to be able to host a conference here for the students at IU and the faculty and the Bloomington communities. And so we spend the entire year prepping for a fall conference, which is coming up this year on November 8th. And it's called Entropy. And so basically, this is a group of like 25 students that plan all the aspects of the conference. Yeah.
Very cool. Can you tell us about any specific speakers that are coming to that event?
Yeah.
Yes, so we've been working all summer, sending emails to people we think could work, but the ones that we have landed on, one of them is Gavin Thurston. So he's cinematographer for kind of all the David Attenborough BBC documentary series that have come out in the past couple decades. I think we were talking to him, we're like, well, what are you going to share? He's like, well, I could tell some stories. He's like, I was slapped by a gorilla the other week.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's a great story.
Like he's got content. So,
yeah.
Very
but
cool.
yeah, designers, musicians, it's like a very broad range of speakers.
And you said you guys have been preparing since the summer. So what kind of all goes into making one of these events happen?
Yeah, so our curation process has been going since the summer, but we've been preparing since like last December.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we plan all the aspects of it. So everything from funding, so fundraising for the event, finding sponsorships, all of that. The event logistics of like what actually is going to happen on event day, and then marketing the event, designing the posters and all the graphics that go into displaying this event for the rest of campus to see, and finding and preparing the speakers, all of that. So all of those are done by students.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that you've seen your fair share of TED Talks. Which ones do you gain inspiration from in particular?
One of my favorite TED Talks is by Dolores Huerta. She is a labor leader and a civil rights activist who started the United Farm Workers Organization. And I got to see her TED Talk live, which was super cool. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and she talked about finding your power and getting past like apathy and being more involved in the world around us.
I didn't see mine live, but I love cooking. So there's this one by a chef named Dan Barber called the Foie Gras Parable. And so he was like a high-profile chef in the city, and then he goes to Spain and meets this farmer who's, foie gras is typically very brutal to the animals and cruel, and he found this farm, but this farmer's doing it in a completely different way. It's very natural, and it changed the way that he saw food and kind of how he cooked, and basically changed the way that kind of the entire New York restaurant scene.
Wow.
Very cool. I love how there's such a wide range of topics. Can you talk a little bit more about the topic for your upcoming event?
Yeah, so our theme this year is entropy, and entropy is the scientific concept that refers to basically how our universe is always progressing towards disorder. And so we sort of wanted to embrace this concept of like chaos, and how do we embrace chaos and fight against it or harness it. And it's very loosely interpreted, but that's sort of our theme for this year.
Very cool. I feel like my life is pretty much always chaos, so I should definitely come check it out. But
Absolutely.
So pretty much on campus, no matter what major you are, you end up having to give presentations at some point. What do you guys think that makes a good presentation?
So part of the curation, like team training, was what makes a great TED Talk. So when we get the speakers, when they actually agree to come, the next few months, however much time we have until the conference, we spend speech writing with them. So it's something we think about a lot. And the biggest thing is the through line. So whatever you start with and whatever, the anecdotes or examples you're using throughout the talk, those all need to be tied to kind of a final idea or takeaway that, it's like an idea that the speaker's trying to build into the audience's minds as they're going. So.
Okay. Well, you guys have a very important date coming up. You guys are going to be hosting the TED Talk here at IU. So how do people go to that TED Talk, maybe get involved if they kind of want to get behind the scenes maybe?
Yeah, so our big conference this year is coming up on November 8th, and it's actually going to be at the Buskirk-Chumley Theater this year, so not at the IU Auditorium like previous years, but we're super excited about that venue change, and students can go on TedxIU.com and get tickets, or they can go to the box office at the Buskirk-Chumley Theater. And tickets are $15 for students, and it's a super, super good way to, just see some live TED Talks on, so close to campus. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very inspiring. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you
for
having us.
It was great having you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bloomington Breakfast Club.
Be sure to follow us on all social media at B-Town BFast Club. And if you are interested in joining our TBBC team, please contact Amy at amygala@iu.edu.
That's a wrap, Hoosiers. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.